Welcome to Roasted New York. I'm Scott Hall.
I'm Dan Wickes.
We're here with the one and only Mr. Mike Harrington.
Dude, absolute pleasure to be here.
Dude, it's you're a legend. You really are.
So, are you the same Scott Hall who at one point like shaved your entire head and then put it under like a shiesty? And then waited until a battle started to then pull it off, knowing that your opponent had nothing but jokes about your hair?
No, I did not do that. But I love that. I love the idea of that. Is that what you were thinking this whole time?
I remember that distinctly so much as being like, that is such an insane commitment to a bit. Like a dude, he had like long flowing hair, and you knew that like every single joke was going to be that his opponent had written was about the hair. And dude just shows up in a full ski mask and just pulls it off, and you see like all this shitty hair falling to the side, and you know it's just so itchy under there.
Oh, that's
and he's
so
like,
funny.
I've been in this for 4 hours.
No, I would never commit that much. I can barely write a joke to do a roast battle, let alone shave my fucking head. It actually might be a better way to do it. Then I would have to write less.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you can just take away whatever your opponent's going to say about you and do a funny reveal for it, there's no way you're going to lose.
That's like when the people that also matches. Like I feel like when you came in, you were staring at me like, "Is this the fucking guy?" Like
well, dude, I just the last time I remember seeing this person, they look like Cousin It. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so like it is kind of
could be anybody.
Yeah.
Well, nice, dude. No, that was not me.
Oh,
but it is. It's very, very cool to have you on. To be honest, because I know when I got involved with Dan's show, because he's been doing the roast battle for a while, and I kind of came on as an owner right around the same time that you started the show here, right?
Yeah.
And like the roast master shows and Just Gas is like those are like I started in DC like kind of like during the pandemic.
okay.
And so those to me are like the holy grail of like that's what I wanted to build here so bad, that energy, and it's also full of legends and stuff. So for I'm very impressed with everything you guys do at Gas and everything you do and all the roasting and everything. So it's a real pleasure for me
Bunch of our
personally.
listeners are excited about this one.
Dude, that rules.
I mean, a bunch, you know.
Listen, dude, I'm such a giant nerd for the roast scene. Like I've not been involved with producing a show in years at this point, with the lone exception of Naked Roast. But the like the way that I do keep up, like it's, you know, like Bill Simmons always talks about real world road rules challenge being like the 5th American professional sport. As far as I'm concerned, the 5th American professional sport is roast battle, right? Like there's just so much of this content out there, and you know, especially like with RBL and everything that, you know, that you guys are doing to make this into like a national brand. It's like you really can follow it as a spectator now way better than you could back when Roastmaster, like if we had this format when Roastmasters was in its heyday, like, you know, we'd be on our 6th season on Netflix, you know,
For
like
sure.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. You gotta talk to Brian. He'd love to be hearing all this. He was talking about he wanted to get us into the Olympics.
Yeah, he did pitch that at one point.
Dude.
And we were like, "What are you talking about, dude? What the fuck?"
I mean, dude, the Olympics is coming to LA. They got breakdancing in. There's absolutely no reason why calling people gay shouldn't be an Olympic sport, dude.
He said you can do it. Yeah, roasting does exist in multiple languages. I'm sure you can call people gay in many languages.
Dude, that would be so sick, needing to battle a Korean in Korean. Like, that shit's got to translate to their primetime news over there. Wow.
The only way Dan could call himself an athlete is if it's gotten to the Olympics.
Fair enough.
Although, you know, often the Asian roasters are very, and a lot of the foreign roasters are funniest when they're speaking in English with the accent.
Yeah.
So you could it probably works the other way too. I bet like the American roasters speaking their language.
Yeah, just trying your best to like
just
ding down ping, just trying like a fucking your robotic ass voice trying to
all the
hit.
Chinese people like
Dude, you're just selling out residencies in Macau. Oh, that would rule. Yeah, I don't know, man. Moses, get on it for sure. You can. There's no reason that you can't bring this to the masses.
I guess I have so many questions about like, I mean, I guess they're all kind of hack questions about what the best roaster is, like what the best like moments were.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it.
All the stuff. How do you get involved? And
I
everything.
don't have my wife, my baby. I don't have the career that I have right now. I'm not driving the car that I am. And in a lot of ways, my life would be much better if I had never seen Evan Williams versus Scott Chaplin.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think beyond a shadow of a doubt, that is the best battle that has ever happened in the history of Roast Battle, as far as I'm concerned. Like it, you know, Dan, you probably know better than I do.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely at the very least like in the conversation, like top 3 for sure.
I mean, we're talking
wouldn't say there's anything
Hagler
better,
Hearns,
but that
dude.
is, yeah, I mean, just because I'm afraid to say anything, it is the best. But that battle specifically is the one I try to send to people when they're new, like to try to be like, yeah, like this is how this can be done.
Wow, I've never seen it.
Yes, you have. I've sent it to you. Oh wait,
I don't watch anything Dan sends.
That's smart, dude. That's smart.
He knew immediately. He's like, I sent it to. Oh.
There's a 1 in chance it's a felony to open whatever Dan sends
Yeah,
you.
I
So
know. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
smart.
Should we watch it?
Maybe we should just watch it.
We can watch
Please, dude! If that's how
Gonna
you
pop it up?
guys, if that's what you guys do to fill airtime, this is chef's kiss. As a producer, this is brilliant. Yes,
Yeah, I
please
love it.
put on the
Yeah.
greatest battle of all time. Let's
That's the
talk
only
about
thing
it.
that's unusual is that we don't usually watch good battles.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'll be honest. I saw this. I was a contractor living in Westchester. You know, had a day job. Was living a very degenerate lifestyle in the sense that like I would stay out until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning playing poker and like backroom games or whatever. But it was like a lot of on the drive to and from. I would just throw on YouTube videos of the roasts that were happening at Roastmasters, and I saw this one in particular, and I remember like I showed it to 17 people like within 24 hours. I must have watched that thing 10, 15 times because it is just so insane. And it's like after that I was like, how in God's name do I'm never gonna get on stage and make jokes with these people. Like this is clearly next level, but this is the kind of comedy I'd much rather be working in than like slinging gutters. You know what I mean?
So this was like the impetus for you to kind of come up and get involved or part of it?
Very large part, yeah.
Man, what a great setup. Amazing. Perfect.
That's his bad blocker.
And it's like I've had this conversation with Scott. I don't think I've met Evan. He's way too popular to ever answer my DMs at this point. But yeah, I mean, Scott Chaplin, I see him around New York, and at least once a year I have to remind him like, yo, if it wasn't for you,
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm not here. We're not having this was really something. It's really something special, especially for its time.
Very rarely do I get to meet people that are just as obsessed with roasting, not only as much as me, but as much as Dan.
Yes, as obsessed
So it's
as you
very
are,
cool.
who has not watched the most watched video.
I like to produce. You're not going to get me to go back.
That makes sense. That's how I was. I'm like I'm a big UFC guy.
Me too, yeah.
And it's like I got into the sport for the tail end of Brock Lesnar, which led into Rousey, which led into McGregor. And it's like, so I was there from like maybe like 40 on or so.
Yeah.
I've done very little going back before that and like just giving myself a crash course in the sport. And it's like at this point, I've been watching twice as long as that number of UFCs was. There's an infinite number more fight nights. I don't feel like I owe it to the sport to go back any further.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely done my
Like
time.
you're a great positive guy, but Scott does not watch the new stuff either.
If I do, it's to see what the
hasn't
audio
even-
and the camera looks like and all that
Okay,
stuff.
that's a real producer.
Yeah.
See, that's why he's still producing things. And I'm doing podcasts at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Your next battle coming to the stage 3-0 in competition from the great state of North Carolina. Clap it up for Evan Williams. Let him hear it.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Doing all right?
Evan, happy to have you back, my friend. You've been making a real impression here at the Roast Masters.
It's been cool, man. It's been
Very cool. Your competition is from the great state of New Jersey, 6-2 in competition. Clap it up as loud as you can for Scott Chaplin.
Scotty!
This is going to be
What's up,
good.
Lewis? How we doing?
Very good, Scott. I'm going to have you call in the air, my friend.
Heads?
Heads it is. Would you like to go first or defer?
Ooh, let's defer.
All right, you're gonna go second.
Fucking guy.
All right, Evan
Holy
Williams, you're
shit.
going first, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Chaplin, Evan Williams. Let's roast.
All right.
Let's do it, buddy.
Scott, you look like you've been a senior in high school for 8 years. Scott's dad was an abusive drunk cop, and now he's in hell. The only... It's true, he's burning in hell right now. The only angel in Scott's life is his sister's stripper name.
Fucking man. All right, well, now I got to change it up because he was very rude and I wasn't going to be. He's my fucking friend.
Scott was gonna...
All right, here we go, scumbag.
all right, okay.
Evan is a recovering alcoholic. I'm just wondering, were the 12 steps you took to recover the same steps your mother fell down when she overdosed on prescription meds? What kind of stupid bitch overdoses on Anna Nicole Smith?
Yeah.
Dumb slut.
Yeah.
What a dumb slut his mother was. Continue.
Yeah. That's hilarious, Scott. That's hilarious.
Hit him.
My mom loved me and passed. Your dad passed on loving you, Scott, okay? So fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Woo!
Oh, man.
Scott's dad was such
Shut
a
up,
bad
bitch.
alcoholic that he actually never started drinking. If only Scott's dad was a comic. You know what I mean?
I just fucking hit my... that was funny, man. All right. Evan started lifting weights after his mother and brother passed away. Yeah, his fucking brother's dead, too.
It's true.
I'm just...
True.
Yeah, the only thing stronger than him is the smell of their corpses. Anyway, I'm just... No, they smell. They've been rotting. I'm just wondering...
They were cremated. They don't smell.
I'm just... You try to snort them, you fucking addict? Listen. Listen, Ben. Fucking dumb faggot.
Okay.
Half a fag. I'm just wondering when you're when you're at the gym and you do deadlifts, do you call them mom lifts? Good. All right. Cool.
It's true.
Cool. That's good. All right.
Battle of the Dead Parents, everybody. What's up? We're all going to fucking hell. We're all going to hell. We're all going to hell. God damn it, Scott. Which was a further stretch? The idea that your career would really take off or your cousin's neck after he hung himself? Which one? Which one's a further stretch? Which one is it?
Take the title, son. Oh my God. Holy shit. Wait.
Who's fucking
God.
who's goddamn?
Good. This is good. Good work. Okay.
Whose dead family's funnier, guys? Who is it?
All right.
We can go all goddamn day on this dead parent shit, baby. You want a
right,
fan
all
event? Let's do it.
All right, let's go softer because I didn't write that much about your dead family. So let's lay off, all right? It's getting old. This is actually true. This is actually a specific thing about Evan that's true. Evan is so short that doctors thought that he was his brother's life expectancy. He's fucking dead. His brother's dead.
My brother's dead.
What kind of shitty doctor thought you were your brother's? No wonder your whole family's dead. Okay.
My brother's dead, guys. My brother is dead. Scott. Scott, you stepbrother that moves in and calls it his house. Scott's closer, all right, very funny guy. Scott's closer
Thanks, buddy.
is about the Muppets and 9/11.
It's like genuinely good, though.
It's a pretty good joke, and like the Muppets, the guy that made you was dead. And unlike 9/11, you'll never make an impact on this city.
He's got good ones. I mean, well, I don't have, Jesus
It's all
Christ.
right. You got this, buddy.
I don't have two-parters or anything like that.
Yeah, okay, dude.
I just like this was like I worked on it for a day, but all right.
Yeah, dude. You're cooler than this tournament, bro.
Yeah, I'm really cool in this tournament. Anyway, Evan told me, like, you know, so Evan does these battles, right? And he'll do like an impression of every person he does. He's like, he wants to be an actor and stuff. He wants to be an actor. He told me in confidence, but so far, he's like wants to like be in a movie. He thinks he's like Will Ferrell. Anyway,
that was a real moment we had, Scott.
Anyway, but so far, sadly, the only recurring role he's played is pallbearer at a family member's funeral.
There it is.
They're still dead. Are they still dead? They're still dead. Okay.
Is your dad still dead?
Battle! Holy shit!
God damn it.
Louis, I want to go first on this one.
The great Ron Bennington.
I just want to say, you two fucking pussies. You come in here limping ass with those jokes. We said go for it.
Yeah.
You are the two meanest, fucking ugliest, darkest souled bastards I've ever seen in my life. You should be arrested.
I thought Scott was being a sweetheart, but you know.
Yeah.
Shot by the police. I don't know how you picked this one. I know that North Carolina is a swing state, so I'm going with Evan.
Evan takes it in Ron Bennington's mind. Let's go to Mr. Robert Kelly. What do you think, my friend?
I feel like that's affecting my life. Like my karma's gonna be shit because of these fucking evil cunts. That was the meanest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. And I love this guy. So it's like,
Yeah, he's cool.
not just somebody I don't like.
It bothered me that he said such mean shit and it didn't even affect you serial killers.
Yeah.
Like, not even one emotion, an eye twinge. You just fucking went to your dumb notebook for another fucking evil saying.
Yes.
Dude, you... I'm going to have to go with you, man.
Oh, thanks.
That fucking... Dude, listen, this is the hardest one I've ever done.
Yes.
I swear to God, I wish you could go again, one more.
I say one more joke.
I say one more joke, because it's...
One more joke.
This is some bullshit.
I love that they had to look in their notebooks to see which other family members died.
right.
Oh yeah, the dog's dead. I'll go for the dog.
So, all right, here's how it stands, okay? Ron Bennington voted for Evan Williams.
That's only because I couldn't vote for murder-suicide.
Those were the only two topics discussed tonight.
And I'm voting for him just because his segues were funny. Dude, I don't have any two-parters. Made me fucking laugh. So I'm voting for him, but I think he should do another joke.
All right, so here's the thing. They each have one vote. If you guys want to see one more joke, clap your hands. Come on, guys. Let's do it. All right, guys, one more joke. Do you guys have one prepared?
Sure, yeah.
You ready to rock? Yeah. Here's it. Ladies and gentlemen, clap your hands. Come on, let's get this energy in here. Scott, you're going to go first this time.
I'm going to go first. Okay,
Evan went
fine.
first last time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. One more joke. Let's roast.
All right. Evan's brother and mother both choked to death. One from a disease and one from an overdose. Following tradition, Evan choked this year at Montreal. He ate a dick.
Let's go ahead and bring it home, Scott. It's going to get a little weird now, and I hope you're on board with this, okay?
Oh, you're
Scott,
okay.
Scott, let's talk about the dead family, all right? You've lost your what? Your uncle, your cousin, and your dad. And I've lost my mom, my brother, and my aunt. So together, we're like one big, horrible fucking family. You know what I mean? I smell a sitcom. There's a story of a dead cop's widow whose husband beat on their very lovely kids. All of them had shitty jobs, like a stripper. That's his sister.
This motherfucker.
The middle one kills pigs. He works at a slaughterhouse,
man.
okay? All right.
Oh, man.
There's a story of Evan's father who had lost a couple members of his house.
Oh, man. Not even hitting the
But
notes, by the
unlike
way.
Scott's dad, he had loved them and did not beat his spouse.
Fucking A.
Look, I'm done.
Yeah, let's jump the shark, guys. Wait, he has more.
Till the one day,
Keep going, keep going.
till the one day that this widow met this fella
Fucking A.
who did not throw liquor bottles at the wall, and he did not wear a badge or beat black people. So she decided that he would raise them all. The Williams Bunch. Come on, everybody. The Williams Bunch. That's the way we all became the Williams Bunch. All right.
Oh God! Wow.
All right. As I said, I told you this faggot wanted to be an actor. I said that, right? I said that he wanted to be an actor.
Hey, you should just be happy you went first on that one. Because I would
Jesus
suck
Christ.
to hear you now.
Jesus.
Rich Voss.
Like listening to 10 minutes of the obituaries.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck, when fucking Aaron Berg's Cum started singing that song, you fucking, listen, you knew during that song you were done, right?
Of course.
Oh, okay, good.
Gladly.
Listen, this is the best roast,
Man.
hands
You say
down.
that every week.
I know, but I voted for you before. I voted, but this is a knockout, bitch. This is a fucking knockout. He killed it. I got to go with I don't know his name.
Evan
Yeah.
Williams.
Okay. Boss knows my name.
Mike Lawrence, what do you think?
It is hard to be the most hateful person in an Ewok shirt.
Oh man.
But what was amazing was I helped, me and Lewis helped book the show, and I asked you guys if you wanted to battle, and you said, we don't have anything mean to say about each other. We don't think we can.
Like all my
We've never
relationships
shat on
are
each other
built
ever.
on insulting
Yeah,
me, and
because
I've
you've been
never
holding it
insulted
in
him.
the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
clearly it spilt up when he wished he went to Montreal, but that's okay. That's okay. I
No,
love it.
and I know
love
that
it.
Voss
won,
says that a
man.
lot, but that sincerely was the fucking best.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
There are 2 more battles tonight. That was the best one we've ever seen.
Thank you so much, man. Holy shit.
No, but I gotta give it to Evan. The song was a fucking risk, and
Thank
it paid
you,
off.
thank you.
It was great.
Evan Williams takes it, but we're going to get some feedback from Big J.
I'll tell you what was fucking crazy about that. They thought it was over. And then there's like, you guys want to do one more like on the fly? And he, like the thing he had in the pocket, I mean, he memorized it with like that psycho, like the deadness in his voice as he was saying it was like, you were just going to not throw that one out? You wrote a 3-verse song that you were like, if it comes up.
Yeah.
You memorized it. He wasn't reading it.
Yeah.
It was all in here.
Yeah. It was right there.
That's psychotic.
You should have seen the fucking dance number I had planned. That was going to be fucking nuts, dude. I had a dance
Guys,
number.
clap it up one more time for both of these guys. But Evan Williams moves on. Holy shit. Wow. That is how you battle, guys.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those things where it's like you
Wow.
had Big J calls it out or one of them, but it's like you kept the song in the chamber.
Yeah.
That was
That's what
just,
I was thinking.
I wrote 2 verses just in case. In case it comes
That's
up.
crazy.
Yeah, no question.
It's crazy, but also what a perfect overtime, like to have that.
Oh yeah,
You have to know, like, oh, I'm gonna destroy.
yeah. You can't. There's absolutely no coming back from that one.
No, of course. Memorized the whole thing, didn't have to read it. Just sitting on. Oh man, beautiful. And the whole battle was about the dead parent stuff. So it's like it's just building to that crescendo.
Right. You now know all their stories. We're gonna recap it in
Dude,
song.
I know.
Everything that's been making you laugh for the last 10 minutes. Let's hit it one more time.
Oh,
I've seen this one a bunch of times, and this is the first time during the song I decided to just watch Scott.
oh,
For him to
Chaplin.
just, for him to just be standing there like having.
He had to know. He had to be like, "What the fuck is this?"
He's like, he's really doing the song. He's really this
amazing.
motherfucker.
I mean, yeah, he's knowing that he's about to lose for like a full minute.
Because it's like what's really frustrating is like, back and forth. I think I've flip-flopped 8 million times, but I do think Scott was just this much stronger in like the actual battle.
Yeah.
But like, especially, being on the other side of it and like booking these shows and producing these shows, there's a 0% chance as judges you're not going to say, hey, would you happen to have one more?
Yeah, of
you know what I
course.
mean? Are you ever going to judge a battle like that, Dan, and say, no, like by the letter of the law, this one did edge it out slightly versus like, come on, give the people what they want. You wrote the jokes. You know it's funny.
Yeah.
So it's like, I did feel like Scott got robbed a little bit, like every single time I've ever watched it. But it's like, to deny the people the Williams Bunch song is
I mean, insane.
right? And it's like, I don't know. I think that's the one where I process like, truly the wins and losses matter so much less than like.
Oh yeah.
I had one battle at the Mothership last year against this girl named against this girl named Audrey Heber, who was very funny. And everybody, and I agree, although I didn't really care at all, they said that like going into overtime, like at least in the comments, they're saying that I should have won, but she so clearly crushed me in overtime. But then they went to the crowd, and the crowd was still like really close. They just called it a tie, which I think was the best possible way to handle that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
I like that. If it gets to the point where the crowd is still fully split, call it. But like, there is something about like, dude, you did just enough to get it to overtime, and now you saved your like Kamehameha spirit ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that
that's
is kind of cool.
That is awesome to be able to sit on that and know you have it. And you're also like, he sat on that knowing that the dead jokes were working.
yeah.
Right.
So at any time he could have used that as his last joke, or like really he could have
I
won.
almost wonder if he like went to the judges for like, yo, make sure this goes to overtime.
I'll tell you what about watching Scott too is like, there's one thing when someone hits a joke and it like really crushes, but it's another thing for like a prop or a song to really hit. Is like fucking feels awful.
And like
especially a long song.
Any type of bit, really. Anything that's like not a normal joke. Anything that's long.
Oh man.
Especially for Scott too, because it's like what I loved about that is they were both so present and in the moment, like riffing on each other about like, taking like, tit for tat, like comebacks off the cuff. There's nothing for Scott to respond to. Like the only shine he's getting there is like in that moment where he's like, come on, jump the shark. And it's like, I'm sitting there kind of crossing my fingers for him. Like, please blow this, Evan. Somehow blow this at the end.
He tried. He was like, oh, he's not done. And the audience was like, yeah, he's not. Shut up. Like,
Dude,
let him
Lewis
finish.
jumps on stage at one point. It's like, that was by all rights. That again, there was a chance for him to fumble it at the end, but that ending, getting the crowd involved, dude, it's the perfect battle. It's the absolute perfect battle.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think from that point, like that was a opening round of the tournament battle. I think I was at like the semi. I don't think I made it to the next week, but I was at like the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals for that tournament. Like, got a ticket every single week. And then by June, I was interning on Legion of Skank. Interning on Legion of Skanks, and on the like, it's kind of normal now. Like, if you're working at Gas, you come into the Intern Olympics. It's like Legion of Skanks doesn't need 15 people. You know what I mean? This is an introduction to like, the world. Like you get a decent amount of shine on the biggest show on the network, and but you kind of do got to spread your wings and find what makes sense for you. And for me, it was like immediately, believe you me, because I'm a big MMA guy, and Roast Masters, because that to me was, there was something about like Tuesday, you said you got started in the pandemic, so it's like like let me just be like an old head unk for a second.
No,
it's
I love this,
especially like as somebody who runs a venue now. The Stand at 10 p.m. owned New York. on Tuesday nights. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's what kind of set Roastmasters apart from everything else. Every comic in the city, if they didn't have a spot, they were rushing to get to the stand for the 10:15. You know, like they wrap up their spots by 10:30. They want to make it for 11 because that's when the main event would usually start.
Yeah.
And it's like the way the old stand was, you would come in and then immediately to your right, there was a staircase that went all the way down. And then in the very back of the room, there was another staircase that went up to the kitchen. When I tell you, like, at its heyday, we had comics like just lined up from the door all the way down the stairs into the showroom, like just to listen to the battles. Same thing on the other side, comics all the way up. So it's like there was no question where the hang was on a Tuesday night in New York City. Like, that was the one thing Roastmasters owned more than anything.
That's amazing. I mean, even to see that, because the thing that always blew me away about Roastmasters, and I mean, I don't know. I guess that makes me, because the judge. I mean, that's fucking Bennington is there.
Bennington Bobby
to me
Kelly.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Big J, Big Kelly,
Boss, Big
Ross.
J.
I mean, those are. But the Bennington to me is just like, that's like next level, because he's a radio guy. He's a radio legend,
right?
For those who don't know,
Ronnie B's a legend.
But to have him as a judge, like, that just shows how big it was. And I wonder if what your take on like where roasting is in the comedy scene, because that makes it seem like it was so much. When I got here, and one of the reasons I got involved with helping produce the show here, was because I was like, where is the gap that. Because that's the energy I could tell. And then I got here during the pandemic and roasting, and it was like, there's another show that, and it's like, but I was just like, where is that? Where did that go? Because I'm seeing LA doing stuff. I'm seeing Austin do stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And thank God Dan started the show here, so we got involved with this, and it's growing very, very fast. But I feel like it's not as, I don't know. I don't feel like roasting doesn't have the grip that it used to. We're working on it, but.
Well, I think
I wonder what your
listen, what I heard, right, at the time, because I was like, you know, I was in the middle of producing a roast show and booking a roast show and like trying to get, you know, these comics in. And what it was for like a brief time in New York, one of the easiest, not easiest, but like one of the cleanest, clearest paths to getting yourself on TV as a comic who was, you know, a few years in, had only been in New York for a year or two, was to get into the roast scene, right?
Yeah.
So it's like all these guys who, you know, are now like doing, you know, their headlining rooms, their you know, like I'm talking like the Ian Fidances of the world, you know, the Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, you know, like I'm trying to think of who like Suba Agarwal was a pretty regular person. Isabel Hagen, she's got a full feature length movie out now. She was doing Roastmasters pretty regularly. Like, you know, Maddie Smith was there all the time. So it's like it was a thing where it's like all these people who I guess like they saw TV as the goal. This was the thing. So it's like you had like this whole crop of like, you know, the comics who Vulture was writing about and shit like that, who were like, look, this is a you know,
it's a path.
It got on fucking Crashing, right? Like that. It had to be included in Crashing because it was such a part of the ecosystem of the time to be like, okay, if I get really good at the roast shows, no matter what, Comedy Central is going to put me on the airwaves. And at that point, like, it's up to me to connect with the audience or what I make of that. But it's like it's a foot in the door, right?
Yes.
These people are going to have, you know, you get on the show, you're going to have overall meetings with them. They're going to let you come in and pitch their thing. And it might just lead to some stupid 15-minute, you know, YouTube series. But it's like, regardless, that's a reel. You know, that's a line item on your reel that Viacom paid for that you weren't doing out of pocket trying to get some student film shit going. So, you know, it's a long-winded way of saying like,
no,
I think the talent pool at the time of people who were willing to do it was just so much.
For sure,
it was so much larger, and it really was the first introduction. For so many of those young comics to, you know, who went on to become like, you know, we got Stavros versus Nick Mullen, right?
I mean, bro, that's the one I think about all the time. And they were kind of bullshitting.
Right.
Yeah, but it was still that was like peak
Right.
Yeah.
It's like Evan Williams now at this point, like, you know, like I said, he has become too famous to answer my DMs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like you had all these people who were willing to do it. And it was like just that first wave of like, oh, this is the next generation of comics that are coming up in New York. And it's like, I think after a certain time, it starts to become you know, like it becomes a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. And it's like, you know, I think the big thing is when TV went away.
Yeah.
So it's like there was that path for a while with TV, and I started hearing from people, it doesn't feel like it's a path to TV anymore. I'm taking a step back from battling. And I would get, you know, hey, I'd love to come do panel, I'd love to come judge, but I'm really not battling right now. And
I get that.
For me at least, like the big thing we had to offer was like the pie in the sky dream of like, you know, a couple of you dudes are gonna get on TV, right? Like that's just the nature of it. You win the belts here, that's guaranteed.
I remember that was why Lewis had ended the show, because when they did season 3, they only took the 1 or 2 New York battlers, and like one of them was like Kim, which doesn't even count because she's an LA person.
Right. And it was also, but beyond that though, it was a situation where the OG stand shut down. Yeah. So we moved it to the Soho Playhouse, and we were getting traction there, right? Like we were selling well, but like that, I mean, if you know New York at the time and everything that was going on with Soho Playhouse, you'll know why that was not like a long.
I don't know. You want to tell the audience? Anybody want to Google Soho Playhouse her on Comedy Club New York Post?
It was not a tenable situation, and it was also a thing, like, yeah, you know, like it became tougher and tougher to get.
Are you not comfortable saying on air what happened? Because
I mean, look, it was honestly more than anything, it was the security guard.
Yeah.
The security guard there was a real dickhead. The owner of the place, I don't know what his deal was, but he said we had to have security and it had to be his security, right?
Yeah.
And that dude, like it was me, Alex, and Becky were the ones who were working production on this.
Yeah.
And we had to come in and out quite a bit to, you know, grab gear, do whatever. And he didn't like all the going in and out and smoking right outside the door or whatever. Yeah. So he would always give us problems. But what I really thought was bitch made about this guy is he would come at my now wife, Alex, and Becky, the remember to be happy, who's like taking pictures, would come at them when there was no dudes around, right? And it's like anytime your thing is to bark at chicks, like you're cool when there's dudes around, you know, you're mumbling and muttering and not fucking making eye contact, but as soon as it's you and 2 chicks, you want to grow balls and start barking, and it's like you are such a bitch. And that led to obviously a blowout between you know, the people who were running the show and the staff there, and it, you know, it became a situation where it was untenable. Like I said, TV wasn't around, and to be honest, we were pulling a lot of our battlers at the time from Comedy Fight Club. You know, like Matt Marin had come over to Roast Masters and had made an impact. I had already mentioned Maddie. She was at that point like one of our top ranked battlers. So it really became a thing to us where I remember me, Lewis, and McCullough went to Comedy Fight Club for the first time on a Sunday night, and we were like, yo, whatever this is, like, this should be the next iteration, because it's like these guys are not doing this to get on TV. They're doing this because it's, you know, whatever, it's spots and it's fun and it's, you know, they're doing their own thing. And yeah, so it was like it made sense that the next evolution would be to just kind of hand it over to Comedy Fight Club and say, hey, you know, we've built up like a decent audio platform for you. We still have a good relationship with the stand, so you can still get battles in there on a pretty frequent basis. And, you know, their YouTube channel, which has a massive following, will still put out the video. So, you know, like we had a decent little thing going there for a little bit with the transition. But, you know, pandemic wasn't good for anyone, and you know, I don't know, man. I guess people like the same thing happened with Comedy Fight Club.
Well, I think the story is a little more complicated.
You tell me.
Yeah, let's hear Dan's
You tell me,
version.
Dan.
No comment.
No, fuck you. Not you getting me to tell secrets about the.
First, I was
Hear
gonna
what I'm
say,
editing out.
I thought with the Soho thing, what you were going to talk about was why the Soho Playhouse shut down.
I genuinely don't know.
You don't know? So that security guard that you hated, he went to jail. He got out. He was or I don't remember if he went to jail first, but he was like he got let go and he was like begging Brian like the owner like please get me in again. And he was like no sorry. This is in the New York Post. He went there and he shot into because Brian was living above Soho Playhouse. He like shot a gun into Brian's apartment.
For real?
Yeah.
Shit.
Did he hit him?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, this is what I'm talking.
In the
How
New York
bitch
Post,
made is
dude.
that? You're gonna go just buck shots at an apartment?
Yeah.
You're not even gonna be like, pretend to be a
That's true.
delivery guy, get him to come to the door,
Yeah.
and then shoot through the
I just
door.
hope that. Oh, the one thing I just want to say, there were 2 security guards. I want to make sure that you know the one I'm talking about because I don't want to be like putting this on like the guy that it wasn't. Because there were 2, but the one that I'm talking about is the one who was more aggressive. But
I would imagine it was the one who.
Yeah, that seems like the same guy. Yeah.
The one who was such a problem, Roastmasters, kind of just died that day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably the same dude
Yeah.
who was bucking off shots.
Yeah, but also but then like with Fight Club, also like I think there were a lot of those battlers were also doing it to get on TV. So I think that's also a big part of what happened with the show going away. Like,
Yeah, no, for sure, and like that.
and there was some internal scene drama that also led to a lot of people quitting that show.
Yeah, well, okay, fair enough. Now I know what you're talking
Now
about. Well,
Dan- now Dan's excited. He loves that.
Look, you know what I mean? People.
This is generally when that show comes up on this podcast. This is the vibe.
People make some mistakes from time to time. I'm one of them. I didn't necessarily have the best attitude. As we're gonna look a little bit later, there was some questionable booking done by me. I mean, look, I do stand by. I think the best idea I had while I was involved in that show
was booking Chloe against Katie.
I love that battle.
Chloe against who?
Covering against Katie Boyle.
I don't remember that at all.
Never mind.
We should watch that.
Was
I
that-
know we
that
can.
was that done
I know
at,
we can't, but I
wait,
want to watch
Stand?
it so bad.
That was at the stand.
Yeah.
That was not me. I don't think. Was it?
Okay, maybe it wasn't.
Was it me?
Well, it was when Fight Club first went to the stand. Were you booking immediately when that started?
Yeah, all right, that might have been me. Yeah, no, that was brutal. I'm remembering that now. That was rough. That sucks too because it was upstairs. Like, you're getting your heart ripped out while you're watching people eat veal parm. Like, that's so shit. That's so shitty. But yeah, Katie Boyle's another one. She did the fucking Tonight Show. You know what I mean?
She's crushing it
She's
now.
Arguably the biggest lady comic to ever come out of the greater.
Funny
We've
thing,
seen battle with Feeney, Jordan Jensen.
I asked
Jordan
yeah.
Jensen's had battles on
Jordan
there, I
Jensen
think,
used
too.
to do it?
No,
A bunch?
her Jordan Jensen battled at New York Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that was the other thing. New York was like giving people spots, right? It was the thing.
Yeah.
Like if you ever wanted to do a spot in New York, you kind of had to cut your teeth at their roast battle, and it became a thing where since TV went away with Roastmasters, New York was way more incentivizing. So it's like
People want to get in the club.
that really split the scene down the middle. I think.
And they ran, and credit them. They ran they would like sell out. It was like a really packed, it was like a really packed show. Nico was doing a great job hosting.
Yeah.
Like
Great judges,
And at the
yeah.
time, at the time, they had a bit of a moment there where because when the other show, not Roastmasters, was at the stand, wasn't like very well organized.
Right.
They were having trouble kind of pulling talent. They had it was Nico hosting. It was Mike Cannon and Yamanika judging every week, both like ripping absolutely. Well, and just an absolutely packed show, great lineups. Although, given sometimes the issue with that show is that they didn't pay the judges, and then sometimes they would just get high. I know of one specific battle where I'm sorry if I talked about this on the podcast before, where it was somebody against Freddie G, and they're in the middle of their battle, and at one point the judges go, "The pizza's here," and the pizza got dropped on the judges' table.
Let's
and
go.
They start eating the pizza.
I mean, look, dude. It's a Freddie G battle. You're gonna get hungry for some pizza. You're looking at something that orange. You're gonna go, man, some parm, some fucking red sauce, little bread. Ooh, pizza. That's just I'm thinking of pizza every time I look at Freddie G. Is what I'm saying.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Credit to Freddie G. He's probably thinking about it less. He's lost a lot of weight.
Is he?
Yeah.
God bless. Hell yeah.
I like that though. It does feel like with the RBL stuff, we are. It seems like just now starting to. Comics are more incentivized to do the show a lot because they get to go do the Cellar, they get to do the Mothership, they get to do LA. So the league has really, really helped with that too.
Yeah, I was making that point as I was talking to somebody about what show I was going to do, and I was like, I really do like this thing now where it's like, guys who I know are like really funny, really talented, who like, there's a very slim chance I'm going to see the Comedy Cellar background behind, a Dan Wick set. And like, it is, that's no like shame on you. That's like 100% on them and what they got going on. But it was just like genuinely.
You hear that, Comedy Cellar?
Nice to see.
Called out.
I mean,
sorry, Liz.
Brother, I know that anytime I've had the pencil, Dan Wick is getting calls. So or you're a
hire
very
this
funny
man
guy.
as a booker of comedy clubs.
Please, someone hire me, dude.
Dan's one of one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's an avenue now.
Yeah,
People see it as
we're trying to see if we can make that happen. We have started doing roast battle at the Cellar.
I know, rules.
Yeah, we're back there on Sunday.
Have you ever either battled or heard of my homie Lexi Asinelli?
I know Lexi. I haven't
out of
battled her,
LA.
but I know her. I saw her at the Naked Roast against Josh.
She's so good.
Yeah.
How
great.
did you see that?
I was there.
Oh, you were there. Okay,
Yeah.
thank God. I was like, yo, that's online. I should have gotten fired. Damn, dude. Yeah, no, she is. She really, really blew me away. Like that was one where, like I think I ended up booking and doing all that stuff with Naked Roast for. It was all 3 years in Vegas, Houston, and this last year in New Orleans. So at the very least, I got 5 years under my belt with that. And Lexi versus Josh Means is easily on my top 3 list of best Naked Roast battles I've ever seen.
And it's good that you're that's at the top of your list, and it is like because they both had really good jokes, and not because of somebody's stunt like Allison Clem pulling her jokes out of her pussy.
Yeah, it's like,
Wayne Cullen pulling his jokes out of his foreskin.
Well, like,
oh my God, dude.
That's what people remember because it's hilarious, and it's like that's what sticks with people's minds. Like you think about how a festival works, right? Like it's essentially summer camp for fucking the people who go there. So it's like the 3,000 people or whatever it is that were able to get in the room for Naked Roast. They're telling the other 2,000 people who weren't able to get in the room like all day, like, yo, did you hear about blah blah blah? It's like that's what stands out. You can't express like, yo, I saw the best battle of my life, and it's like you didn't bring your phone. You're not remembering a lot of like roast jokes off the top of your head unless you're like so it's like it is kind of normal to make the stunts stick out, but like as somebody who has to book the show and remember who's actually funny, it's like that is. I remember being back in our hotel room that night. It was I think Big J left that night, so we got his like dope fucking suite, and it was me, Colum, Alex, and I think we were just rolling on Molly, texting Lexi like, yo, can you send me your jokes? They were so fucking funny. We just want to talk about how funny you were. Great.
Yeah, it was cool when I saw it, because I was like before, because I was thinking like, oh, this it's just like it just seems gimmicky. It's like why can't people just roast with their clothes on? But it really didn't feel like a naked stand-up show. It felt like comedy Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, like 100. That it literally is like beyond fucking like the nudity aspect. It's like you never know who's gonna come through that fucking curtain, dude. And like that's the last show,
and the showmanship that Zach puts on too. Like,
I think that's it. Like he came out as Shrek last year, like completely head to toe in the green. I got the lighting guy to hit the fucking full green washout, and then it just pops to white, and you realize Zach is painted green under there. Like, oh, it was incredible. The year Bray Wyatt died, coming out with a fucking lantern attached to his fucking cock ring. Like he does some crazy shit. Obviously, like the parts of his act that are, more outlandish and kind of fucking carnival style. It's like, that's the only time of the year you're going to see Zach do that shit. So it's like, I don't know, man. There's kind of just nothing like it, and Yeah, it was a real honor to have worked on that for so long. And like it got to the point where I would ask people and they would come back and be like, "Oh, I'm not doing a naked show. It's like weird or whatever." And I'd hit them with like, "Dude, you're super fucking closed-minded. Like if you can't process why this is such a special thing and why it's such a fucking non-issue that your dick's going to be out for 15 minutes, like get over it, dude. Like this is truly, you're as naked as the day you were born on stage in front of 3,000 people trying to get into a laugh. Like if you can get a laugh under that circumstance, there's no reason playing for 15 people on a Tuesday night should ever be a fucking problem,
I like that.
So I love it, man. I fucking love this shit.
I also think the festival too, and like everything that you guys do over there is just like it helps so much than like a random naked show in a bar.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's a much different thing. Yeah.
True, yeah. It's a little different than backstage at Gold Sounds or whatever. But no, like we have figured out like the logistics of it, like getting, like there was one year where Jason Ellis had to walk from the stage to the green room to get his underwear. And I was like, okay, this is a major fuck up. Like we can never have this happen again. Like this is a real Nate Diaz is running around here and Jason Ellis has to put his hands over his cock to get to his shorts. Like this is a real problem. But yeah, I mean like this last year, everybody had their own separate green room that was cordoned off. Like we had pipe and drape to like cover them up. There were certain battlers who were just like, fuck it, just walking around outside shadow boxing with their dick hanging out. Like, but like that's your choice. So we at least had like the partitions in place. So I'm super proud of like I left that show better than I found it. And at this point it's in Christine and Rebecca's hands, who are significantly better at than me at pretty much everything that they do. So I'm sure it's only going to get bigger and better from here on out.
I don't think so. Justice for Harrington.
All right. Well, yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm super excited to see this year's show, and we'll see how it goes.
Amazing.
But speaking of see how it goes.
Yeah, you want to do some bad? You want to watch?
Are we?
I know we said earlier that Scott Chaplin, Evan Williams is the greatest battle of all time. But what if we were to tell you we found a better battle?
I do truly think it's Evan Williams and Scott Chaplin is the GOAT, and I really was racking my brain.
So you're ready to have yourself proven wrong.
For the worst.
Yeah.
There's so many that come to mind. Dude, there was a moment when I was producing Comedy Fight Club. We were at some shit bar show in Jersey. I was telling you guys about this right before. And a comic gets up and just his whole set, I think Mike Kramer maybe, he just goes, "Where's your wife?" You're 34 years old. Where's your wife? And I was like, I'm 32. There are changes that need to be made in my life from this point on. And I swear to God, like, that was the moment where I was like, okay, I can't drive down fucking 2.5 hours to New Jersey to do Comedy Fight Club. Like I need to get away from this.
That's really funny that's the reason that Mike Kramer made you leave Fight Club.
Wait, what else was Mike Kramer doing?
That's the clan robe guy.
Oh yeah? Look, man. Are we gonna say it wasn't funny?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Are we gonna say it wasn't funny? Right? Like if that's all people were going for, and like they're like if roasting had gotten to a point where it was almost anti-TV at that point, and it's like, try to book me, motherfucker. I'm gonna do some shit in a bar show for 7 people, right? That is gonna 100% stop me from ever getting a TV show. It's like, God bless, dude. That was funny. I understand it rubs some people the wrong way. I call those people pussies, dude. Look, I call those people fucking pussies. That's my take on it. All right, like, dude,
I like the integrity. Yeah.
If this is what we're doing, right? If we're getting on stage and saying, I'm gonna name 7 of your dead family members and get fucking 200 people to laugh their asses off at it, why are we drawing the line at a fucking clan robe?
Yeah. Fair point, Dan.
I wasn't there, so I can't fully comment. But
I don't remember if I was
know
there.
It made me laugh.
Yeah, I know how it affected the scene basically.
Okay,
It's
fair
more,
enough.
Yeah,
but it's like
definitely the demographic changed a lot after that week of the show.
Yeah.
all right, yeah, and I guess it's like, am I just a symptom of that problem? Like, guys like me start showing up and going, hey, it's pretty funny. It's like, oh, Jesus, you got a fucking Harrington around
And
here
also,
now? This sucks.
I think also what matters is if the bit worked or not. From what I heard, it very much it's
not
whatever's
work?
the furthest from work.
I'm not going to say Mike Kramer's a good comic by any stretch of the imagination. I said he
Mike
takes
Kramer
chances.
has made me laugh like a lot, but I think that he wildly miscalculated on this one.
Right.
It's crazy that his whole gimmick is the screaming guy.
Yeah.
And then he would then, I got an idea.
Props. Costumes.
How about a rope?
Where's your wife
did have a
sounds
rope.
funny to me.
Dude,
Yeah.
when I tell you this shit hit me, like I was dying laughing, and then at the end of every laugh, I'd go, like, where is my wife? Why I'm in my 30s. Why don't I have children? Like, what's going on, dude? What am I doing wrong? I'm in the best shape of my life. Find a wife. And I think like this was in February, and by like May of that year, I was dating the person who's now my wife and mother of my child. So
So he helped too.
I mean,
You
he
got Michael to thank.
certainly did light a fire under my ass to be like, I do need to start wife shopping at the very least, like, considering it.
That whole arc is insane. Starting from like going to seeing the most incredible roast battle ever to seeing like
Like it 100% is like I saw that on YouTube and I chased the dragon all the way to a bar show in New Jersey
Yeah.
before like
Crazy.
somebody who, like you said, was a scene ruiner had to be like, what are you doing? You want this for your future? What are you doing? Get a wife.
Oh man.
And just to be clear, I like Mike Kramer. I think he just miscalculated. I don't think he's a bad guy.
Yeah. Look, dude, I personally, this is probably another hot button issue. I think Miles Toe is so fucking funny, man. I think
That
Miles
is a hot
Toe
button
is a
issue.
goddamn comedic genius. I think that at every single point when someone has told me the horrors of what Miles Toe has done, I've gone, I don't know, man. Seems like a comic being funny if you ask me, but I don't know. So
I talked to Miles about it. I do. I have a. I like. I love Miles in the way that like I can't bring you home to my parents in the sense. Like,
yeah.
He's like. He's not a. He's not only like he's not only is he not like he. I do think that he's got an incredible charisma, incredible energy. But he's just. And I've told him this. Like you just can't bring him around places that need to make money. Like he like he told me when that whole thing happened with the video of him saying the horrible thing to the girl, he was like, she came at me. I was like, okay, I don't care. You can't be in a business screaming that.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
who was the girl?
You're not wrong.
It was Hunter Wright.
Yeah, we can cut it out.
bruh.
I know exactly.
Yes,
well, that's what
but
I
it
heard. I
doesn't
was
matter.
Like,
You still have to control your emotions.
So what I just feel
I believe him, but
I tried to book Hunter Wright versus Miles Toe for a naked roast battle, and I feel
That's hilarious.
really bad now because I didn't know that was her.
oh my god,
I had no clue.
so
I had no
funny.
clue.
Now it has to stay
I
in.
love that. Yeah, I know.
She hit
Must
me
work
up
for
and
me.
she was like, "I thought you were trying to set me up," and I was like, "I don't know you.
Yeah.
You were just a
funny.
submission
Oh
tape that
my
I got and
God.
said yes." Like I
Although I do want to say it's very funny that people were submitting tapes to get naked.
Well, I have to show I did my job. Like, yes, this person. So what happened was I had one person ever who I was like, oh, this is an embarrassing thing that I brought to Christine and Rebecca, that I brought to this festival, that I brought to these fans. Like, I'm ashamed of this person's performance, to the point where I was like, you need to send me a tape so that I know that you are literally like
Gotcha,
you're
yeah.
not just a set of tits who's like, you know, I feel like I could do this, right? And it's like, so yeah, like I needed to at least be able to be like, here's proof that I did my homework and this person has done roast battles before and they can be funny on stage with their clothes on. Who knows if it's going to translate to being naked, but that's also part of the magic of the show. I had seen the person that I'm talking about battle before, so like this really wouldn't even count towards that, but it's like, I don't know, man. Like after that experience, like I really was like, all right, I need to tighten things up. So yes, I did ask for tapes from people. You know, obviously Thank God no one ever like just took it upon themselves to send me nudes. You know what I mean? Like, like no one had the thought to be like, here's me battling and here's me naked. So, yeah, like no one had that thought. It would even be, listen, like there were some pretty ugly dudes, and it would have been hilarious if any of them had the thought to be like, and here's my dick, by the way. I can't get mad at you for sending me that.
Yeah.
You think you would have been like, fair, you're on the show?
Yeah. 100%. I can't not book the guy at that point. Then it looks like his dick eliminated him, and that's not the spirit of what we're doing. But
I think that's a good bit if you tells people that you saw the guy naked. You're like, nah.
His jokes were great.
Almost. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, dude, I couldn't subject people to that. People are on heavy drugs here, dude. They couldn't see that.
Literally, one of the fans from the Discord who's like, he's a Skanks fan, he's a Roast Battle fan, all that. He was for months he was telling me I gotta do the naked roast. He's seeing Josh there, and then after it happened, like a month later, he's like, yo, I gotta come see you live sometimes, but not on the naked roast. I'm still scarred by Josh.
Oh, really?
Is it that bad?
That sucks.
He's very skinny. It's a weird body.
That's not good.
It does look like, what's that disease where you drink so much and your liver shuts down and your skin turns yellow?
No, he's got
jaundice.
That.
Like that's it kind of looks like remember the lady in Fight Club who's like begging Edward Norton to fuck her?
Yeah.
That's kind of what he looks like naked.
No, that's horrible. Dude, when
I have seen Josh naked, I agree.
When someone's like, they're like, oh, they're gross when they're naked and it's a fat guy or a fat girl, you're like, I get it.
Yeah,
but
that's fun.
When they're skinny and they say they're gross, that's a real problem.
It's like, are you all right?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
did you possibly kill the dog of a gypsy woman many years ago? She Stephen King'd you.
What curse do you have?
Yeah.
Now I want to see him naked.
So what I'll say is,
you want to see him naked. Now you want to go on a date with him.
No.
And have him tell you he's a girl.
His tuck job is great.
Tell him to shave. Maybe.
So I did book, like, this is like the as close to like bringing him home to the family as you can get. I brought Miles to Skankfest to be on the naked roast, right?
Yeah.
Like I did trust him. I trusted him to not fuck that up. And to his credit, Miles, like, absolute peach, right? Like, he showed up for his battle, didn't overstay his welcome, didn't like show up in the green room and start like fucking with people and like busting balls and like whatever. Like, Miles could not have been a better fucking Boy Scout. And like to like for that to happen while after I book someone on something, like you're just never gonna get me to say a bad word about them, right? So it's like he's kind of proven himself to me, at least, that like, if you don't need to make money, I guess, if it's a situation like the tickets are already sold out, I'll trust Miles.
Well, I mean, it's not just the selling tickets. It's also like to be able to be allowed back.
All right.
I literally ran. I'm not even being hyperbolic. I ran a bar show, and the owner told me, if you ever have those guys back here, you're never having the show again.
You know what? As a guy who booked a club for years, what I was told, right? Like, I had a situation one time where I had no comics show up. It was an insane time to start doing shows. It was like 6 p.m. on a Thursday or something, whatever. I needed a body on stage, and I happened to see Miles just riding by on a city bike, and I flagged him down, and I got him in there, and he got on stage, did really well, right? Like, jokes were good, audience liked him. I had audience members tell me after the show, like, oh, love that guy. Like, so I had no qualms about booking him, but I did notice that, like, a couple days later, now fucking Lawrence is showing up, Ronnie's showing up, and it's like now we got 6 dudes who are hanging out in the bar who are not buying drinks, who are being very loud and intimidating customers, right? And it's like you get in a situation where it's like, Miles, I really like you. I would like to keep giving you spots. It's you bring an entourage with you that is like, it's problematic for a bar trying to sell drinks. And I'm saying that as someone who really likes Lawrence, right? I've never really had much relationship with Ronnie or anybody else in that crew, but like me and Lawrence have always gotten along really well, and I really like him. But I've been closer with Miles for that reason.
Yeah, no, you're correct. This is exactly why they all got banned from my show. It was like a bunch of things adding up, and then like the final thing was like they're just hanging out outside, blasting music from a bike speaker, and the owner just was like, "Hey, can you please turn that off?" And they went, "No." And Miles was like, "Oh, what about First Mint? So we can't do it here, but we can do it across the street."
Listen, hilarious. All of this is genuinely funny, but you're also being fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of part of funny sometimes.
Also,
being a dickhead.
perfect bow on all of this. So that was probably like 5 years ago or like 4 years ago or something. Then like 6 months ago or something, or like a year ago, I was on a show with Miles, and he was like, "Yo, what up, man? Can I do or I guess it was a little longer ago because this was back when I still had the bar show." He asked if he could do the show, and I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Why not?" "Because you got banned by the owner." And he was like, "Oh, what? Was it still?" "Yes." But like, and then he's trying it, but then he's explaining to me that he's changed and he's sorry, and then he says, "This is my girlfriend. She's my whole life. I love her so much. You can speak on my behalf." And she speaks like, "Miles wants to know he's changed." And thank you. And all right, that was really sweet. And then the next day, I get a message in my request, "This your boy?" And it's the video of him with the Hunter thing. I literally just immediately sent it to Miles, like, "Dude, laugh my ass off." And he's like, "I just woke up." What happened? Yeah, I was like, "Dude, what happened? I've changed."
Yeah.
And he literally said that to me. She came at me like, "I believe you, but you still can't
Yeah,
do that."
Of course. Yeah. Well, still funny. Very funny. That was the first time I saw that. I go, he's not wrong.
Genuinely
I was
funny.
like,
that part might need to get edited out.
Yeah, well, I'll make that decision when I'm rewatching it. But right now, I'm on his side. You ready? You ready to watch the worst?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
still vote
we were
watch...
going to do that before. Yeah, we got very sidetracked, but yeah, we can do worst of the week now.
Yeah, do you want to set it
Best
up?
of the week. I mean, this new segment is called Better Than Scott Chaplin, Evan Williams.
That's it, dude. That's the bar. We're trying to find the battle that beats that battle.
I think we might have.
I think this is it.
All right, Comedy Fight Club, it has come to that time of the night. It is time for your main event of the evening!
What up, Justin?
Yes!
You're the rare Justin.
Let me tell you, this works. It's going to be a little different, all right? We're going to have 3 rounds. First round is going to be just like you saw. 4 jokes, tit for tat.
Was something
Second
going
round,
on
4
with Matt at
jokes,
the time?
Straight through as a set. Last round,
I think
4
this one
jokes again,
specifically, he just
tit
couldn't
for
be there. I
tat.
don't think
We're
this
going to
was
talk
like
to the
because
judges
of
in
that.
between. We're going to reserve our judgment until the end of this battle.
Hey, Justin, is 5 jokes tit for tat?
No, it's 4, baby.
Is it 4 now?
Yeah.
You lost
they
a joke when
tricked
Matt
me
Maron
with
went
this
on a
one,
cruise?
too.
Yeah?
Oh, Matt was on a
conspiracy.
cruise.
Fucking metric system.
And also, guys, we're not going
That's
to
why
vote
they
in
were
between
bad.
rounds. We only vote at the end. We're just going to give commentary. So don't get ahead of yourselves yet. It's going to go the 3.
Guys, give a round of applause for Zach and Miko for having my fucking back!
It's a crazy decision in retrospect to make battles have to go 3 rounds.
All right, your first main event
What do you mean?
competitor.
Given what we're about to see.
Coming to
Oh,
the
yeah.
stage.
No.
He's the
No,
only
this
douche
had to
who
go
makes you
straight.
feel dirtier. That's Dylan
I
Negri!
need every moment of this. Oh, young Dill.
Dylan Negri.
Truly young
And
Dill.
his opponent. I haven't met him yet either, and I'm not excited about it. Mr. D.C. Williams!
DC's backstory.
I don't know. I know he's a dad now, so I respect him.
First round, 4 jokes, tit for tat. Which one of you two wants to go
Justin, use your microphone voice.
First? All right.
first? Going first. Yeah. DC to follow. You guys ready for this? All right, this main event starts now.
How you doing, DC? He likes to talk about how he's sellable. DC, you're barely likable.
Dylan, it's easy to be likable by comedians when you're barely funny and really good with the camera.
Bruh.
Silence.
That's great. DC stands for disappointing comic.
Dylan, every time I see you do stand-up, I think to myself, wow, he's going to be a great skateboarder.
Dog, they're speed running this battle.
they're going so fast.
They're not waiting for the laughs that aren't
DC, you
coming.
talk to yourself so much, I don't think even you care what you have to say. No.
Good
instinct, good instinct.
Tour guide. He likes to walk around the city and point at all the comedy clubs he didn't get past at. He's like, look, they told me I sucked there. They told me I sucked there. Hey, DC, didn't you get past there? Oh, they told me I sucked. That's Dylan right there.
Motherfucker stole my joke! DC's a tour, also has a job as a. You're a fucking cunt, you know that. You're a fucking cunt. Wow.
I just made it better, bro.
Wow. No, it's
made it better,
joke.
bro.
You're a joke stealing cunt.
He's crashing out.
Wow, you're past the comic strip.
You sent it to me, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's funny.
DC also has a fucking job as a tour guide where he likes to walk around the city and shows people where he's gotten fired. Let's hope to make comedy one of them, you joke stealing cunt.
Dylan, your set is.
You're a cunt.
Dylan, your set is so cringy. Your set is so bad. It's followed by one cringy premise after the other, interrupted by you screaming at the audience and banging your microphone against your head and bragging about how you've been molested as a child.
That sounds like all of your jokes, just all premise. No joke, just all premise. Just a long,
I love this.
dragging out premise.
I'm
No
mad for real.
Yeah, I yell. But
Oh no, this
That's
is
been the whole battle.
This is the
Shut
best
up.
battle ever.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I like this a lot.
Fuck, that sucks. Where is Matt Marin? I miss him. I miss Matt Marin. He's a retarded, lobotomized Carnival Cruise victim.
Boys, looks like we've got some work to do.
This never would have happened if Matt Marin was alive.
Oh man.
And one of those jokes was stolen.
By a black. Oh, we're friends. Shut up.
Dylan did do the banging the
right,
mic
Comedy
against the
Fight
leg
Club.
thing there.
The three of you in order looks like who's moving into a gentrifying neighborhood.
First you got the locals, then you got the art, then you get the business.
We're calling woodworking is art now, Justin?
They know that
Solid
it
joke.
didn't
Fuck
go
off.
well, right?
Oh, they're very aware that
Now
this
we're going
is
to go to
just
our
awful.
esteemed judges
Yeah.
panel.
Dylan's trying to
Jack
give it a lot of
Nico, what did
energy
you,
to make up for it.
How you doing, man?
The most important part of these battles is keeping your cool.
Exactly, yeah.
Zach.
You know, don't let them get in your head. After that, do jokes. You know how I feel.
All right.
Respect.
Chris from Brooklyn, what do you think?
I believe I made that pretty clear earlier. I'm going to go with this thieving son of a bitch here.
I know you don't pick, do you?
No, I mean, whatever. I'm just saying he's in the lead.
Well, I guess fuck the rules then. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
He thought it was
Fuck yeah,
basketball.
fuck
That's
it.
why he stole, you know? Also a good joke. Fuck all of you. We're friends. It's not racist.
Dylan looks like he just started taking karate because Joe Rogan told him to.
DC, you should write that down. DC, you should write that down.
He's so unlikable. Every time he
Yeah.
opens his mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that DC just talked into his mic stand.
He's not a real comedian.
He's going to hump it in a second.
Dylan reminds me of Galen now.
No, what are you talking to? Dollar Store Jermaine Fowler's the best.
I actually thought it was Jermaine Fowler when I walked in. There was not really any jokes there. There was one, and you guys both did it. So it's a race to the bottom as far as I'm concerned right now.
All right.
Good luck.
All right, Comedy Fight Club.
I just
Art-
want to say good luck, guys. You're doing good. Don't let these guys be mean to you.
Comedy Fight Club, are you ready to see how deep this corruption goes?
I can't believe I got Ryan Long to do a battle.
All
I'm
right,
very
this
proud of
second
that.
battle is gonna be
He was
4
very good.
jokes straight through.
He's a sweet
Taking
guy.
turns.
He's the man.
Not this time.
Truly love Ryan Long.
4 jokes straight through without interruption. I guess any beefs will have to be brought up after your turn.
I bet you there's going to be an
And
interruption.
this fight starts now.
Oh, I like this.
No, go ahead.
You're going. Oh, okay. He didn't tell who was going first. All right. So you guys don't know. Obviously, me and DC are good friends. This is DC's fucking shitty resume he left at my house. Yeah, this is fucking trash. DC, I don't know what has worse highlights, your resume or your hair.
Don't touch a black guy's hair. I even know
All right,
that.
I like that one. DC, proficient in social media? I've seen your social media. You follow more white girls than O.J. Simpson.
Oh.
2021.
Killing spree. I don't know if that was real or not. Of course. DC, you look like Odell Beckham Jr. and the Cleveland Dog Pound had a baby. I like that one too. Oh, I got one more.
Man.
You need a montage.
How you thinking this stacks
Well, I
up
for that one.
versus
I lost a
Evan,
joke somewhere in
Evan
there.
Williams and Scott Chaplin?
Neck and neck.
This I like much more.
He stole it! He fucking stole it!
All right, DC.
All right.
Okay, it never looks good to just yell at a black guy. He stole it.
I don't know what you want me to do. Like, he doesn't like improv, like dance monkey dance. Like, he stole the fucking joke.
Bro. Second thing not to say next to a black guy.
Dance monkey dance, bad idea too.
Dude.
Zach Amico dominated this battle.
Quick on the draw. He thought the dude was white.
Yeah, Zach and Ryan.
Dylan, you're the only person I know that gets better at being awful on stage for doing comedy. For real. But since you are Israeli, it totally makes sense that you're cool with bombing constantly.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a joke. Yeah.
Dylan's so Jewish at nighttime.
Yeah,
he
for sure.
Masturbates with hummus and fantasizes about what it's like to have foreskin.
before his time.
DC the soothsayer Williams.
Dylan's girlfriend is 18, guys. Dylan, you date so many ethnic teenagers, you might as well ask your rich dad to buy you an island where you can safely fuck underage girls in peace.
We were.
Dylan and R. Kelly have the same taste
I mean,
in women.
DC.
When Dylan,
This guy gets it.
Honestly, in retrospect,
Dylan and his
DC,
girlfriend often call me to
murder.
deal with their relationship issues. She doesn't know how to tell him he's not funny, and he doesn't know how to tell her he doesn't really like her. But I think they can I finish the joke? Oh, but I think they actually deserve each other. One is trying desperately to be funny, and the other wants desperately to be loved by somebody.
I felt it.
Thank you.
Damn.
That is crazy, though. I've never seen a roast joke bomb because it was too early.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris looks like she just saw fucking.
Yeah, that is
Slams aren't for you, they're for me, so I feel better about
Dylan's
what's happening. Yeah.
I like that.
Dylan had just started comedy when this happened,
You can
right?
tell he's got that energy.
Like a
Comedy
year.
Fight Club,
Like
I'd ask
mad.
you how you
Talking so
feel,
much
but I
shit.
don't need
Yeah.
to take an
I
edible
know this
to
is
read
certainly
this
the first
room.
place I saw him.
Zach and Mika, what are your thoughts?
Third most important rule is to be likable. We're going to get through this. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you guys are getting it back together, and I expect a good third round. Also, the least sad thing on this stage right now is the picture of Mike DiStefano.
Yo.
All right.
He's dead, by the way.
Yeah.
Chris from Brooklyn.
We gotta watch another round of that. A whole. They just gonna be 5 more each.
Them's the rules.
Probably like 9 or something.
4.
I guess somebody stole one. I don't know who the fuck cares. Everybody else here today was funny, guys. Like every other person. What the fuck happened
really?
to you two shitheads?
Without out of room
Jesus.
for this, though.
We literally watch people that I thought might be retarded.
That's you.
Philosopher Peter O'Toole once said that dying is easy, comedy is hard. Just want to pour one out for Peter Toole. I also want to say that you guys are doing a good job, and these guys are very mean. They're mean boys.
You look like you hazed that kid into the fucking douchebag club. I fucking hate you, Ryan. You look like you fingered him with those shitty
You
rings
look
on.
like you begged us to eat the cookie.
Yeah, eat the cookie, bitch.
Fuck. Do you guys, now you don't fingerboard, now you don't jerk off on cookies and eat them? It's like, I don't know what these people.
I just want to give a shout out to whoever decided to change the format from 5 to 4 jokes. That's the real MVP. Thank you.
Dude, they're both bangers every time you talk.
All right, guys, are
No,
you
Danny's
ready for
great,
your
yeah.
last and final round? Hear me out.
I think
After
Dylan
this
at this
round,
point was.
They leave the stage.
He'd been in New York for a year, and
This
I
is
think
a
he started
one-time
comedy in
deal
Florida like
only.
6
After
months
this
before
round,
that.
these guys are outta here.
But he was around the office just talking shit.
Listen, we're all having fun up here. This is the final round. Give them a chance. Let them do their bits.
I think he
Hear them
specifically
out.
was talking
We
shit.
can
He's
all
like,
have
I'm not
fun
one of your
together.
comedy
Are you guys
Fight
ready for
Club
this
guys.
final
I was
round?
like, you would get destroyed at Comedy Fight Club. You
One
would suck
final
so
round,
much at it. He's
4
like,
jokes,
yeah,
tit for
right.
tat.
It's like, I'll give you a main event to prove it.
Which one of you guys wants to go first?
You can pick your
Let that
opponent.
bitch go first.
This was it? Oh, man. So he's got something to prove, and he's eating it.
I mean, this is his first time on stage at the stand.
I was
Yeah,
Sons of
he's
Anarchy
just
prequel.
excited.
All
did he say?
right. DC
Sons
goes
of
first.
Anarchy
He is
prequel.
allegedly Chris from Brooklyn's black friend. DC goes first. Dylan to follow. You guys ready for this final round? This final round starts now.
Final round. Fight!
When Dylan was a kid, he often molested himself because the rabbis wouldn't. Dylan, this is Dylan. The only way he gets jokes is by posting shit that says, "Book me for your show. I won't be funny, but I'll film you."
That's the way he gets jokes.
Actually, though,
Yeah,
We're doing
he
4
fucked
jokes,
that up
2
so
for
bad.
10.
Point
So.
Epstein
Oh.
jokes if we're being
Yeah.
You don't know how to write
Amazing
jokes
Epstein
or
jokes.
listen to rules.
DC.
Don't worry about him.
Oh, this one's very funny. I see.
Listen, DC, I wanted to write a joke about your gap tooth, but I just can't. I know you're sensitive about gaps. Like the one between you and your father. You're next.
For real?
That was
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. Oh, my
No, he clearly had more and just
Yeah.
decided to stop
Dylan,
because he got a
man.
laugh.
Well, what do I say? What do I
A
say,
joke.
Man? A joke. A joke. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, to be just,
All right,
yeah, I
all
know.
right.
We're just never dropping it.
Dylan, every time
I
you do
expected
stand
you to
up,
carry me.
every time you do stand up, Dylan, I have to justify my friendship with you, and it's getting harder and harder to do so. I'm not gonna lie to you. I spent many nights up alone trying to explain to people, you know, this guy's my friend because he's really passionate about comedy, but he just sucks, and he just can't figure out how to be better at it, and that's it.
Can that be my joke? The ending of that, can that be my joke? No. Listen, DC, I know you love your gap. I know you love your gap. If you didn't love fucked up teeth, why else would you be dating a British girl? All right.
DC, you ran through a few in a row there. Do you have one more?
I think I do. Hold on.
Do we really need to, though?
Dylan's dick is so skinny he has to fuck women with his entire body so they can feel something. Oh, that's it.
Stand by with him.
All right, Dylan.
All right. DC, you're my best friend and like a brother to me, but I know you know that we all need to change your name to DS, Dylan Sidekick.
I also consider him a brother.
That was bad.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty sure the audience just went for the Kool-Aid. They were like, "Please, dude,
All right,
end it."
Comedy Fight
Oh,
Club.
I can't wait for this.
I'm
Please
going-
let me know.
I
I'm going
genuinely
to
don't
your
remember who
judgment.
won.
You can
Do
base it off of comedy
DC
or
had to have
justice
won.
or
Or
friendship.
looks. Yeah, I mean, he had
Hold
the
on,
only
Mike,
vote.
Has
Cody
anybody
Eckstein.
ever been fired as an intern for how bad they did in a roast battle?
No!
Sure. Dylan is so unbelievably
All right, Comedy Fight
unlikable.
Club. I am asking you to be decisive for me. Do you think the winner of this battle is DC?
I hope they're silent. to
Think
both.
the winner of this battle is Dylan?
What?
Okay.
I think that was his girlfriend.
I like the guy screaming no. No.
All right. One vote for Dylan.
Sure.
Zach Amico.
I vote for the robot from before.
Could have been me.
Yeah. that tracks.
That is honestly my vote. I vote for the robot.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's probably.
One vote for the 9001. Chris from Brooklyn.
See, here's the thing. I felt like DC fell apart in the beginning, right? And then I wanted to vote for Dylan, but then I realized that his hair looked like he tried to go Super Saiyan and got whiskey dick. DC, you know about anime. You're black, right? You're my black friend, right? All right, cool. I vote for the robot, too.
That's 2 votes for the 9001.
Okay, so a fingerboard is like a small. It's like a small board. It's a small skateboard. Okay, you know what? I think that if he sent you his jokes and you actually straight up stole it and
Yes.
did that,
Yes.
that is like kind of
Yes.
funny.
Oh yeah, wow.
No, I got it. I got it.
beard.
I said it was kind of funny, but yeah, but then you kind of ran out of jokes at the end. So like, I think I have to like give it to you because you kind of had a stronger ending. I'm pointing at the robot, yeah. But
think you technically won
So
this
there's
battle, dude.
absolutely no scenario where I'm gonna like let either of you say you won anything tonight. So it honestly feels like you guys both answered an ad on Craigslist this afternoon.
Robot.
To do this.
Robot all day. Robot.
Oh yeah.
Crowd
Mark
has spoken.
Henry.
The winner of this battle,
Yes.
the T9001.
And the bit bomb, by the way. The robot bit bombed really hard.
Still better than that. Well, I'm still considering that a win for you, Dan.
That was a bad battle.
Yeah, no, that was
It did not disappoint. It's something that I love is to watch, like, because I judge almost every show, and they're all, when someone gets mad, it is one of my favorite things on the planet.
Oh, it's so fun.
I love watching someone get mad on stage for real.
So the other one that I talked to you about was Lucas. His Instagram handle is Lovable Lucas. Lucas Connolly.
Lucas Connolly.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was against Christine Meehan Berg, maybe, where he just broke down crying.
Wow.
So funny too, because I've actually seen a different Lucas Connolly battle that might have been the worst battle of all time.
Really? Who was
But
he
that
against?
I'm trying to remember who it was, but the other guy wasn't bombing quite as hard. It wasn't New York Comedy Club though, so the footage doesn't exist. But
It was New York?
It was, yeah. I remember. I do remember one specific thing that happened, and I was like so new to this stuff. I didn't understand like the way that people were shitting on each other. I was sitting next to, I believe it was Daniel Raderstrong. He went like he did some joke about the rule of three, like the guy had like 2 divorces, so but it's the rule of 3 marriages. And then Daniel goes like, I didn't get that, and then I explained, I thought he was being for real. I was like, it's just a rule of 3 with comedy, and then he just goes, boo! That's great that Lucas Connolly has 2 of the worst battles of
Are
all
either one of
time.
those online? Can I watch
The
either
other one
one?
might be.
The one that we did at the I know that we did the Christine Berg one. That one is online. I saw that yesterday. I was looking through. I didn't have the heart to look all the way through it because I remembered there was something in his face where I went, oh wait a minute. I have the Dylan versus DC battle in my back pocket.
Yeah.
That's definitely online somewhere. I forgot that it was a 3-rounder. Rough. I just remember during the Lucas Connolly battle, he's like literally on stage weeping, crying, and one of the skank interns came up to me and he's like, "Yo, like that makes me happy," because he was making fun of me for being a skanks intern, like an hour before, and it's like I've never cried on stage at the stand. Like, all right, that works.
Damn,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, something else about that battle, like, you know how like you see a joke that's like so great on so many levels? That resume joke might have been the worst joke on the most levels that I've ever seen.
No, yeah, there was no jokes behind it.
It was layered. It was like there was a prop for no reason.
None of it.
He was walking over him. He touched his hair.
Forgot. It made no sense.
It was very long.
Absolutely, yeah. That was truly awful. Just bad instincts all the way around, except for the one time where he reflected on how poorly he was doing.
Yeah.
That was nice.
One thing I do think we should do that's fair is because we just watched. We said that Dylan was really new there, and we should probably just pull up a video of Dylan like being really funny. So let me just do that. Wait, it seems like the internet cut out.
Come, keep trying. No, we can do this. We can do
No
this.
results. No.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem with YouTube. We'll circle back to this. Circle back to this later for sure. Very excited for that. Who do you guys got for the main event this week?
It's me against Mike Eden.
Ooh, Mike do be Eden.
Yeah.
Damn, that's super fun. What is so like? All right, dude, you already made it to the semifinals. You went all the way to Austin, Texas, right? Like, you know, lost a back and forth, razor close battle against Andrew Manning because of course they're gonna screw up the New York guys, make them go head to head in the semis. You can't have the New York guys.
By the way,
meeting
they
in the
literally
finals.
So you were fine. Oh yeah, we talked about this about how they
you and I were
arranged
texting.
it, yeah.
I'm like I said, this is sports to me, dude.
Yeah.
Like this is something to be invested in. How do you get the motivation to be like, all right, like I'm going for the title next next season, I guess. It's like you got to go through that whole process again, fly all over the country again, and still be put in a situation knowing, I guess, next time, like, you're still never going to have the easy road to the finals. It's never going to be a cakewalk for you because the deck is kind of stacked against you.
That one also specifically might have been the hardest road anyone's ever had to the finals, because I had to do the because like Andrew won our like he was the New York MVP, but then I got put in the qualifier, so I had to win 2 battles at the cellar in order to make it, including one against a girl who had literally never lost before.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then to win those, then win my next battle, and then to do the mothership battle where some people don't agree with the results.
So is that a thing where it's like this year, if you're not the number 1 seed coming out of New York, it's like don't even bother with the qualifier?
Well, we don't know what the format's going to be, because the qualifier thing was like it was like a decision made, a good decision, I think, not only because it benefited me personally, but also because we had 6. And I'm not sure, but Brian wanted to do most wanted to do an 8-person tournament.
Of course,
so
yeah.
2 people.
That makes sense.
So the qualifier thing made sense. We got to do a cellar show, which was really sick.
Yeah.
And which has led to, I think, us having more of these cellar shows.
I would imagine.
But yeah, just got to. So yeah, we don't even know what the format's going to be. We made some mistakes, like doing the finals at the mothership was definitely a mistake because we couldn't live stream it.
Oh, you couldn't?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because they just kind of have like a hard and fast rule in case the comics get a little too based.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think that's why.
Interesting. But
like
you ideally would want to live stream it?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because you want like that like urgency of watching like you said, sports.
Yeah, it's true. I guess that is a thing where it's like, do you typically live stream from here?
No, but we don't do a good job of marketing the sports aspect of this for sure. But we're trying to we're going to live stream the Sunday cellar show. We've been live streaming all the cellar shows.
Okay. Through Mint or
just through we had been doing it on YouTube on
the
you
Roast
can
Battle
do
that.
page.
Oh, that's incredible. I didn't know they had I thought it had to be through like their thing or whatever, but no.
They're super cool about it. They they'll just give us the keys and we just throw it into whether it's YouTube or the next one we're going to stream on RBL Live, which is the platform that Moses is trying to get off the ground. Okay. But yeah, it's really they're super cool.
I mean, you could stream to Kick, YouTube, and the RBL, and it's like, especially if you're on Kick or on YouTube and you keep getting blasted with ads, it's like, if I'm really into this, why not just sign up for the premium service just to get away from the ads?
True, yeah. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Because the idea is we're just on the premium just because you want to make like exclusively paywall, but for the growth idea, that's not a bad idea either.
I mean, Lude, I'm just seeing it with the Armored League, which I'm doing commentary for now, where it's like we just want eyes on this thing, right? Like just fucking. So it's like we're streaming it to as many places as like our stream key can handle, but it's like we're just blasting music through the arena. Like that's enough to pick up on the microphones for YouTube to be like, nah, get out of here. Yeah. It's like, all right, well, this sucks. Like, so like just doing walk-up songs is like, again, this is getting into the weeds of production stuff, but it's like, it is very lame. And it disrupts the whole flow of the broadcast to duck that out or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I mean, that's, if you have your own platform where it's like those kind of restrictions don't exist, then like that's the more the better, for that too. So damn, that's really cool, man. I can understand then why it's a thing where it's like, all right, I'm going to stick this out and whatever battle they give me, I'm just going to take, because it's like you haven't, despite getting in the semis, you haven't gotten it to a point yet where it's like people are gathering around the TV to watch it live when you're up there.
That is kind of a thing that I think about too, because I do like, especially with having the show here and like how much and people are like who are fans of Roast Battle League at least seem to know who I am. It does. I also do feel like I'm kind of in a place where me continuing to battle is unfortunately kind of existentially important to Roast Battle League.
Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, you're probably number 2 in the world, like just as far as like the hierarchy goes within the league.
True.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely just I think in terms of people who watch it, like who they want to see on their screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys are doing a pretty cool thing here. This is my first time in Grove 34. I'm blown away by this place.
Thanks, buddy.
I really didn't. Sean Gardini used to run shows here back in the day, right? When he was living in Queens.
We've had Shane here a couple times. Sean's definitely been here, but nobody. Yeah. I don't think that he ever produced a show here. No, because we're going on like our 5th year this year.
How'd you get Shane here?
He was here after a roast battle. I think he used to live in Astoria.
Yeah, he used to live right around the corner. But I thought it was like Gardini was producing a show and he decided to come out and do it.
No, I think he just asked.
Damn.
Because we've had stuff. We've had a few different people like that. If we're gonna do like a theater show, they'll come run it here first.
That makes sense. I used to have this with I was running a place like this called 7th Street in the East Village. It reminds me. Obviously, you guys are at floor level, whereas we were basement level, which is pretty shit. But this is,
cool.
I mean,
man.
Funny story about this is some drama thing, although it's low level. But funny thing about the Shane show. So Shane did the show. He had Joe List open, right? Mm-hmm. And then they stuck around and they watched Roasted. They watched my show.
Battle,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't even know they were there. They were just like standing over there because I was sitting at the judge table. They were behind me. Joe on Tuesdays with Stories ends up talking about it. I was at Grove 34, my favorite comedy club in the city, and I got to open for Shane Gillis. Love Shane Gillis. I did a bunch of time, and then we watched a roast battle. It was really great. And then after that happened, the at the time owner of QED blocked the Grove account, my roast battle account, and Rob Rigo, the owner's personal account.
He blocked all of us.
That's insane.
Me, Derek, and Rob. Yeah,
that's nuts, dude. That's so insane. Dude, I look back on like when I was first starting to book shows in New York, and it's like my lineups were consistently fucking absurd. Like if you look at them now, it's like Ryan Long's on like every second show. Dan Soder was doing, like 2-3 times a year. Big J a couple times a year. Shane Gillis was on every other month because it's like I caught Ryan and Shane the year that they moved to New York.
Yeah.
So it's like for that short bit of time, you could just get them on whatever show because they were focusing on like getting as many reps in New York as they could versus like prioritizing the road. So it's like I look back at those where I'm like, it's similar to like that Roastmasters conversation where it's like, how the fuck was it this good for a time in New York? Where like H. Foley was the dude who was hanging out waiting to get, late night spots at New York. And you could always bank on him for like, yo, I need 5 minutes while I'm waiting for a comic to show up.
Yeah.
Foley, can you jump up there for him? You know what I mean? Like it was an insane time in New York.
I mean, that's what I associate Roastmasters with. Is that just that lineup and that crew and like this old, because it's like if I'm writing for a roast or I'm just thinking about it, it's always I throw on like the old Norton Patrice roast with Ben Bailey and like those things. So like the second generation is Roastmasters, like that next class.
All those kids watched it and that's all they were trying to emulate.
Yeah, and you can tell.
Yeah,
and they're great, but it is I would love to rebuild that here, and I think that we're definitely doing that a little bit. It is tough being in Queens, though. It doesn't help anything.
The biggest drawback.
Dog, I live in Whitestone, and it took me an hour to get here.
Bro.
Like it's
thank you for coming.
Nuts. It's 4 miles away. It took me a half hour just to get out of my neighborhood.
Insane.
It's nuts, dude. Like it was just trying to get onto the Grand Central from Northern Boulevard.
We try to get a lot of people out here, and they're always like, "We really would love to come. We love the place. We've only heard good things, but I'm not coming to fucking Queens." I'm like, that's fair. I can't argue.
Right around the corner from here is Melrose Ballroom, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We sold out. It took us 4 or 5 shows, but we finally got to the point where we completely sold out Melrose Ballroom for the Armored League, and there was a line around the door, people trying to get in. Like we just had to turn people away. So it's like if you build it, they will come.
For sure.
Even to Astoria.
For sure. I mean, we are definitely getting to the point now. I was telling Dan the other day that like we are having significantly more success with like any shows. We do rental shows and produce shows and stuff, but anything that we book is pretty much selling out. Roast battles, like, it's a niche. So that can be up and down, but even that's been more and more consistent.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's a niche, but it's like
if we had this conversation a week ago, we would be feeling a lot more positive.
Oh, you just got no tickets sold for tonight?
No, last night was a rough one. We sold like 2 tickets. Every show since the new year before that, it was like
10,
packed
20,
room.
big room.
But for
20,
whatever
30,
reason
40.
last night.
Damn. Well, I mean,
it happens.
I'll be honest. Like that was another cool thing that Roastmasters had was like every single week on Legion of Skanks, Lewis would plug it, right?
Yeah.
And this is back when Legion used to be on a Wednesday, and then Roast Battle would be the following Tuesday. So it's like he's like, yeah, last night we had X, Y, and Z going on. It was crazy. Get free, like first 15 people could get free tickets with code Masters or something like that. So he would plug that code on Legion of Skanks, and then then people would just go and pick up the free tickets, and that was like a nice little base for us. So it's like maybe that's the move. Like, you know, just put like 5-10 tickets for your like super diehards, and then you have a base audience until you're getting to the point where it's selling out without those. You know,
not a bad idea.
My wife's calling me. I think I should probably go.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we've been talking a while. It's been good.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
dude, I really appreciate you coming on. Do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, as I was saying, the Armored League, we're back April 9th we're back in Manhattan for the first time in over a year. We're at the Palladium. I was just saying we sold out Melrose. We're bigger and better things in the heart of Times Square. Real steel, armored MMA. Doesn't get any realer than that. We're flying in guys from Italy, England, California, Mexico. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Tickets available at thearmoredleague.com.
Amazing. Dan?
And just come to Roast Battle every Wednesday. Got some road gigs coming up. Going to be in Virginia on April 10th, I believe. I'm trying to add some stuff in May in Pennsylvania and Virginia again. But just thanks. Keep watching the pod. Keep subscribing all things to RBL.
Grove34.com for tickets to Grove 34. Grove 34 Productions. We're putting out a feature film with some puppets that Dan Soder is voicing one of them.
Whoa.
So that'll be awesome. Yeah, very, very cool. I'll be out with Dan a little bit on the road, and then just Roast Battle. Check it out. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff, guys.
Coming with me, your girl's coming with me. You wanna say Papa Shitty, you better say Papa Shitty. Just drop like autumn leaves, just drop like autumn leaves. You better make time to breathe, you better make